There's a really cool lesson I think that everybody can learn from Tom Brady, where he's a 43-year-old quarterback. It's year 21 of his career. He's playing in his 10th Super Bowl, and he's still playing at a high level. In fact, he's doing some stuff in year 21 I don't think he would have done in years 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6. And what's most impressive to me about Tom Brady is that in order to have the sustained level of success, to do what he's done for so long at such a high level, it has to take a ton of self-evaluation. It's self-evaluation and, frankly, brutal honesty about himself and what he's good at and what he needs to work on. And he's 21 years into his career. He's the most accomplished quarterback of all time. You can argue about greatest of all time. What does that even mean? I don't know. How do you define greatest? Like, it's really up in the air. But we know that he's won more and done more as a quarterback. He's the most accomplished quarterback of all time in NFL history. And yet he still wants to be better. And the lesson there to me is that no matter what your role is, no matter what your job is or what you're doing, whether it's as a boyfriend, as a husband, as an employee, as a quarterback, as a podcast host, no matter what you're doing, you can always be better. If Tom Brady can always be better, you certainly can be, and I certainly can be too. Like, come on, guys. If Tom Brady every year is still going like, what can I do? What little tweak can I do to get better? Then we definitely can as well. And I mean, you're 20 years into your marriage. You can still get a little bit better in year 21. Like, we never, ever have everything fully figured out. And Tom Brady really understands that. Takes a lot of, I would say, humility, actually. And, again, brutal honesty with who you are and what you're good at. To be able to do self-evaluation, to go, I need to work on this, or I need to listen to this. And as the years go on, no matter what you're doing, early on, I remember, so as a podcast host, for example, I feel like I took gigantic leaps and bounds to get better. I got way, way better in the span of like a 2-year stretch, right? And as the time goes on, my jumps in improvement are getting smaller and smaller. And someday it'll be like I'm just making subtle little tweaks here and there, and like, oh, this little thing or that little thing, or maybe expanding this. And as time goes on, your improvement level amount goes down. You're making subtle tweaks rather than leaps and bounds. And that's still really hard to do. I think, I gotta say, man, I am so impressed with Tom Brady being at his point in his career. He's got all the money he could ever want. He's got a beautiful family, a great house. He's very famous. Like, Tom Brady can do anything. And yet, he's driven by his love for what he does, but he's also driven by, I think, chasing improvement. And I don't think he does it for anybody other than himself. I don't think Tom Brady really cares what a random person in Michigan thinks about him. I mean, I'm sure he finds it motivating because you got to find some reason to motivate yourself. But Tom Brady really, really is driven by, I want to get better. I know I can throw that out route better. I can be a little bit sharper on this play against cover 2. There are little things Tom Brady knows he can do better, and he's going after that. He's pursuing it. And it's so hard to keep your foot on the gas. It's very easy to go, oh, life's good, man. How about this thing? How about that? How about just enjoying your life and relaxing and slowing down? And it's very easy to get complacent. And I really have tremendous respect for Tom Brady, the way he has had tremendous self-evaluation, the way he has really, frankly, stayed humble and stayed chasing what he's doing. And the constant tweaks and improvements and the desire to constantly get better is why Tom Brady's where he is, year 21, in his 10th Super Bowl. I saw a meme today. It said, it was like, everyone saying COVID the meme was, everyone, COVID's not going to stick around very long. COVID's going to be short-lived. And then the picture of COVID was Tom Brady's face saying, oh, we all thought Tom Brady was going to go away a long time ago, and Tom Brady still is around. And we thought COVID is going to go away a long time ago, and unfortunately, COVID is still here. And the reason why Tom Brady's still around is because, again, he's done the work to get subtly better every year and stick around and make little improvements. And what about my diet? Every aspect of his career, everything he could possibly control, he's found a way to master it or work on it or improve it. And I just find that really, really inspiring to me. And I think everyone can learn from that. No matter what station of life you're in, no matter what you're doing, husband, wife, girlfriend, job, anything, you can always get better. And that's a really, really cool lesson you can learn from Tom Brady.